Hello everyone. Redmond High School Pre-Calculus presents Weight Watchers, the ultimate dieter's manual to keep your weight in check by using sum and difference formulas to find the degrees in a circle.
Big Bertha has just joined the RHS Weight Club and hopes to take control over her slightly overweight body. In addition to exercise, a healthy diet is also part of the curriculum. While attending a friend's birthday, Big Bertha spots a large, 2-foot diameter, untouched cheesecake. Her diet allows her to only eat a certain amount of the cake that is decided by none other than trigonometry.
Since this particular friend of Big Bertha happens to be a huge math enthusiast, the cake came pre-labeled with a unit circle. However, the slice Big Bertha is allotted does not fall neatly on the 30 degree or 45 degree mark. She can only have a 105 degree slice, which is not labeled on the cake. How big is a 105 degree slice? We can figure this out by using the sum and difference formulas, of course.
We can start off by saying what 2 degree markers make up 105 as it is not given directly. There is more than one way to do this, but we will choose 150 minus 45. There are 2 steps to this problem. To find cosine and sine of these degrees. First, let's find cosine. The formula to find cosine is cosine A times cosine B plus sine A of sine B. Let's plug in our known values. A can be 150 or 45. It doesn't matter. Now our equation will look like this. Cosine of 150 times cosine of 45 plus sine of 150 times sine of 45. Using your highly developed unit circle memorization skills, you know that cosine and sine at 150 is negative root 3 over 2 and 1 over 2. You also know that sine and cosine at 45 degrees is root 2 over 2 and root 2 over 2. Now after replacing the cosine and sines with their corresponding values, we get negative root 3 over 2 times root 2 over 2 plus 1 over 2 times root 2 over 2. Solving that, we get negative root 6 plus root 2 all over 4, which is approximately negative 0.26. Now to find sine.
Finding sine is a similar process. The only thing that changes is the formula we use. This time we will use sine A minus B equals sine A cosine B minus cosine A sine B. Plugging in our known terms, we get sine of 150 times cosine of 45 minus cosine of 150 times sine of 45. Replacing the sine and cosine terms, we get 1/2 times square root 2 over 2 minus negative square root 3 over 2 times square root 2 over 2. This simplifies to square root 2 over 4 plus square root 6 over 4, which is about equal to 0.97.
Now that we know the sine and cosine, we can figure out how big to cut Big Bertha's slice. Knowing the cheesecake is 2 feet in diameter with labels with a unit circle, we can draw the x-axis connecting pi to 2 pi and the y-axis connecting the pi over 2 to 3 pi over 2. Having our graph pinpoint negative 0.26, 0.97. This is where the 105 degree mark is. Having successfully cut out the corrected portion of the cake, Big Bertha can now eat it knowing that she is still following her diet. And in the end, it was all a piece of cake.